up here. Up here. Up here.
Hi everyone, I'm Liza Soberano and I play Liza in Forgotten Island. And Liza is a very obedient daughter, very good at school. But then Joe decides to throw her one last party and they end up on Nakali Island.
I'm her and I play Joe in Forgotten Island. And my character is chaotic. She's afraid to lose her best friend as she embarks on that journey and, wants to have one last adventure.
And just in case you were wondering, we're putting all of that on IMDb. You don't have a choice. I'm Dave Franco. I play Raw, 2 W's. Raw, wah. I'm just realizing in the Lego Ninjago movie, I play Lloyd, 2 L's, 2 W's. I'm a were-dog. It's like a werewolf, but the dog version, he's the only were-dog on the island. He's lonely. He wants friendship. That's it.
It's personal, okay? I'm sorry, I can't control it.
The movie is about a very special friendship. Did you have a friendship personally that you kind of based your portrayal here?
Definitely. My best friend back home, we've been friends since we were 8 years old. Kind of like Joe and Liza, very similarly. We were huge Cheetah Girls fans back in the day, and she had wanted to join our group, and the other girls were like, no, we don't want her in our group. And I was like, why don't you want Ashley in our group? And so I kind of fought for her in that moment, and since then we've been best friends.
My best friend came later on in life, but she actually migrated back to the States with me. And so as I was doing this film, she was there for the ride. She's here today. And while I was in the vocal booth, I was just thinking about her and looking at her on the other side.
You don't have to go all the way to the US for school. It's what my parents want.
Filipino culture is definitely having its moment. It's burgeoning and exploding everywhere. What is it about the mythology, the tradition, the heritage that you really wanted to capture and present on screen?
The specific rich folklore that you could look into with all these creatures and monsters. But I think these stories being told through families, I'm hearing about the duende from my mom. I'm hearing about the manananggal from my grandma. Your wife told you about the manananggal growing up in the Philippines. Yeah.
There's this warmth that comes through the family togetherness, the food, the music, karaoke. We wanted to also make sure people come out of this movie, they feel that the invitation to that community.
Something's happening!
No way. I'm so proud to be Filipino, but I'm so proud to be a part of this project. I've never seen a Filipino movie, that is a love letter to the Philippines and to the culture. So yeah, it's really authentic, and it just reminds me of what it was like growing up.
This movie couldn't have come at a better time for me. I had just moved to back to America from the Philippines when I got asked to audition for this role. It gave me a different sense of pride to be Filipino, and so instead of thinking that there are things that I need to kind of adjust a bit to be more palatable to an American market, instead I'm embracing the Filipino side of me because that's what I want people to know more about.
Dave, what about you? When did you become an honorary Filipino?
You guys tell me. There we go. No, I'm just happy to be here. Honestly, it's so cool not only to be a part of a original DreamWorks movie, but to be a part of the first big studio movie that focuses on Filipino culture. And like they were saying, it's there's just something about the culture that is so welcoming and so warm, and it's just very family oriented. And immediately I just I don't know, just being around you guys and the whole team, I do feel like that honorary Filipino, and I love it.
What was the Filipino word or cultural item that you learned through this process that you now love and you kind of own?
Well, it just happened. So one of my character's taglines is wapoosh.
Wapoosh! Wapoosh! Wapoosh!
Focus!
We found out how to say that in Filipino is, I already forgot it.
Here.
There we go. It's up here. Up here. Up here!
I want to make sure that you have a moment to give flowers to your voice cast here.
Oh, hell yeah.
What did they do in the booth that made you better as directors?
They didn't just show up and read the lines that are on the page. They brought themselves to the part. Sometimes we'd rewrite in the room based on something that Liza would mention from growing up in the Philippines and moving over to the US and from her experience.
It's very important you believe that this friendship is real. Again,
Yeah.
her and Liza just chef's kiss. Yeah.
Oh, and then
Dave.
Dave Franco
Yeah.
has just the most infectious energy. He is so talented, and he would find so many things that just really kind of ended up in the movie. He said that in the past, the term full Franco has been given to him.
The full.
Yeah.
Can you explain to folks what full Franco means?
Have
and
we told you about Full Franco before?
You gotta tell me again. Explain to me
Okay.
what that is.
I've worked with O'Shea Jackson Jr. a couple times. Shay likes to call it going full Franco.
Full Franco.
When I get locked in and I can just be just so unhinged and manic and insane like I am in this movie, like I am in Hoppers, like I am in Idiots coming out August 28th. Shay coined that going full Franco, and it's basically just like I black out and we're giving you everything we got.
When I get too close to sticks, I go full dog.
What is a special skill or talent that you have that fans might be surprised to know that you have?
A lot of my friends are like, one of the reasons why they were like, you have to be a voice actress is because I do a lot of different voices.
We heard her mom earlier.
My mom, okay. Uy, anak, halika dito. You are in so much trouble.
You are
And what's another voice?
Oh God, you can't put me on the spot. I
One from
don't-
Madagascar. We know you love that movie.
Oh my gosh. King Julian.
We'll take it. We'll take it. She nailed it. Special skill. Okay. Let's go with, I can do the Rubik's Cube. I can cut a banana in half with a card. We've done 3 Now You See Me movies, and that's what I've taken away from that. That's not something you ever do in real life. People are like, do you do that everywhere? I'm like, I'm not just carrying around cards and a banana everywhere I go. But if you got one, I will slice that.
You're gonna cut a banana now. All right.
I don't know if people don't know, but I do martial arts. So I think my Filipino fans know. I do Muay Thai, a little bit of jiu-jitsu, and boxing and MMA.
Have you been able to incorporate that into any of your movies?
Not yet.
Oh, give her an
I
action
want to
movie
see her
already.
whoop somebody.
Yeah.
Hold on to your butt.